like, let's not be average. Let's be great in everything that we do. But to do that, we got to be consistent. But I thought our kids, again, played really well, and we're continuing to get better. We're not where we need, want to be yet, but that's also a good thing. Anytime you can win 66-29 and still, have a lot to improve on, that's always a plus. So, that's the goal every week, is continue to get better, and hopefully we continue to do that this week.
We saw Klosterman just drop some dimes into the hands of Rusher and Gomez last week. Here's a kid who continues to improve everywhere. Talk a little bit about Klosterman's performance and how he's developing throughout the year.
He is. He's really played well. Obviously, last week had 3 touchdown passes and ran 2 in, and we just need him to be the point guard and operate the offense and not try to do too much. And I think he's playing with a lot of confidence right now, and we'll need him to continue to do that.
Getting some help from the running game. Tipton again. Rodriguez had a big night. They continue to be dominant for you in the backfield.
Sure. Yeah, both of those guys have done well. And, again, hats off to our O-line. And, everything kind of starts with those guys up front. And, that was another kind of point in the first half, is had some middle busts that we needed to get cleaned up. And, but I thought our O-line played well. I thought, again, we want to play on the opponent's side of the line of scrimmage and be the most physical team. So everything kind of starts with our run game, and we've got to continue to play well in that area.
66-29 the final, but as you said, when you look at the film, there's always room for improvement, so congratulations, Coach. Tonight we come to Buck Stadium, Carroll Tigers. Here's a team that last year got a big lead on you at halftime. You were able to make a comeback in the second half, just came up a little bit short, but here's a talented team, 2-0 to start the season. Last week they had a big lead against Brownsville, and Brownsville was able to come back, so now they're 2-1, but here's the system again that you see 2 quarterbacks that are very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. No, across the board, they've got a lot of good players. I think they got 9 returning starters on offense, and they got 7 returning starters on defense. So it's a very veteran group, and I think Cal and his staff does a great job, and this is a program that's continued to get better. And so it's going to be a big challenge for us. We got to play well, but they definitely got some weapons.
Let's talk about the keys to the game, Coach. What's the keys to victory tonight? What can we look forward from the Wildcats tonight?
Well, it starts out with being consistent, like we had talked about, everybody doing their job. We talk a lot about having a machine mentality of, if one part of the machine is broken or not doing its job, the machine doesn't work. And so, it always starts out, number one, with us. I think it's going to be a physical game tonight. And so we've got to rise to the challenge in that. Defensively, we've got to stop the run. I think they do a great job up front. I think their running back, runs really hard. And then this might be the best receiving core that we've seen so far. They got some guys that, if they get out in space, if we don't gang tackle and get a lot of hats to the ball, they can become trouble. So, we got to play well and we got to execute. And I think if we do that, it'll be a good night.
Coach, one last thing before we let you go. Thursday night game, what type of adjustments do you make with the work schedule or the practice schedule to be able to play on a Thursday night?
Yeah, everything is condensed in one less day than what you would normally have. And, it puts a lot of strain on you on the front end, because you got to get a lot of stuff in, earlier than what you normally would. But, I enjoy Thursday games. I mean, I think the kids do too. And, it's one of the only games in town, and obviously being a TV game tonight, so I think it's going to be a great atmosphere, and our kids will be excited for it.
Coach, best of luck to you tonight. Let's come out injury-free with a win, and we'll do it again next week.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Coach Reeve on our Coach's Show as he's going to get ready with the boys. We are just about 45 minutes away from game time. Looking back at the score clock, actually 47 minutes away from game time as we get ready for tonight's matchup between the Calallen Wildcats and the Carroll Tigers, coming to you from Buck Stadium, right off of Leopard Street and Upriver Road on a beautiful Thursday night right here, Corpus Christi Game of the Week. You can listen to it right here on Calallen TV and Cat's Eye Radio. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this. All right, welcome back as we get ready for tonight's show. Calallen Wildcats taking on the Carroll Tigers in tonight's matchup as we get ready for Calallen Wildcat football. I'm Mike Guerrero along Coach Ashburn. He's to my left-hand side as Wildcats tonight will, again, take on a very talented Carroll Tiger team. And we look forward to a great matchup tonight between these two teams. And again, just a great matchup tonight between these Wildcat players and Wildcat team as we get ready for tonight's matchup. Coach Ashburn to my left. Coach, it's been a great night for football, Thursday night football edition. And Calallen should have a good matchup tonight against these Carroll Tigers.
I think we should. This is a kind of a revenge game. They beat us last year at our stadium. So it's time to come out and play them, and we're the only team playing tonight. Well, not the only one, but we're going to be on, everyone's watching us play tonight. Should be a great game.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup for sure. That's going to be the Calallen Wildcats taking on the Carroll Tigers.
Sure do.
This is a stadium that has gone through so many renovations over the years, and they've done a great job of not only upgrading the press box, upgrading the field, it's now turf field. This is a great night for football here.
It really is. There's a slight breeze blowing towards the bay, towards the harbor. And shadows cast over the field. Looks nice. Feels nice. And I remember when we first started here many years ago, 12 years ago, we're in the press box across the way with the sun glaring right into our eyes.
Absolutely.
And not really air conditioned that well.
No, not at all. Again, and this is similar to what Calallen, we were talking before the game. This is a similar setup to what we could be seeing next year at our home press box. So very exciting. There hasn't been a whole lot of upgrades to our press box in over 25 years.
Wow.
So it's been a while. So
it's been a long while.
Overdue for sure. But again, we wait for the captains to come out. National anthem being played. Coming to you on a Thursday night edition of Calallen Wildcat football. Coming to you on audio feed only on Calallen TV. We thank you for being with us tonight. Also on Cat's Eye Radio. Thank you for taking time out of your Friday night to be with us as we get ready for tonight's matchup against the Carroll Tigers. Carroll comes in with a 2-1 record. They started off the season with a couple of victories, one of them being over Vats, their longtime rival, along with the Alice Coyotes. Game one was the Alice Coyotes. 21-10 was the final in that matchup. Second week was against Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. That victory was 40-31. Then last week they were off to a big lead against Brownsville St. Joseph Academy. They were leading early in the half by 24 points until Brownsville was able to come back and take the victory 44-36 in that matchup, Coach. Yeah. So you have to know that left a bad taste in the mouth of their of the players. And as Cal Netherland has a team at 2-1. Again, young team. You heard Coach Reeve talk about how many returning starters they have both on offense and defense. Last year, the Wildcats took on this team at home, and it was a game that at halftime, it looked like it was going to be a blowout, Coach. And They got off to a huge lead. Wildcats were able to come back at halftime. The score at halftime was right at, 20? I'm trying to remember, Coach. I'm looking at it here. That's not the right Tigers. So I'm looking at the wrong one here, Coach. I'm trying to look at for the Tigers when we played Carroll last year. I'm trying to go back to my notes. That was sitting. That's the Pirates. Here we go. So last year at halftime, 24-0 at half. Wildcats came back and tried to make a comeback, but it was 27-21 was the final in that matchup last year. That game took place at Calallen Wildcat Stadium. And Coach, looks like we do have some of the captains lining up in front of us. If you'll keep an eye out for the Calallen Wildcats, I'll start circling the captains for the Carroll Tigers as we get ready for tonight's matchup. Again, we want to thank you for being with us on a Thursday night edition of Calallen Wildcat football. We can go ahead and give you the captains for the Carroll Tigers as we wait for the Calallen captains to line up. Captains for the Carroll Tigers, number 18 is senior Paul Garcia. Number 33, senior Cesar Morales. Also number 54, senior Jonathan Pena. And number 77, senior Nivon Berrial. Looks like the Calallen Wildcats are lining up across the field. Coach, can you get a view of that? Or
you can see him. It's probably the same captains as before. Number 5, Drayson Gomez.
Yep, you got number 70.
That's Alfie Solis.
7.
7 is going to be Ryder Reeve.
Ryder's in a boot tonight.
He is in a boot tonight.
And number 22. Is that 22? I believe it is.
That's Larry Signs.
Those are your captains for tonight as we get ready for the matchup. Game of the week, non-district matchup. Both teams come in 2-1. One of them will go away 3-1. The other one will drop to 2-2.
Also for the captains, number 24, Ricky Rodriguez.
Big matchup tonight here at Buck Stadium. Referees at midfield. So we get ready for tonight's matchup. I'm Mike Guerrero. Coach Ashburn is to my left.
Right here.
Coach Russell on the stats behind us. Rich DeLeon, our videographer, is on the video deck to our left-hand side.
Sure is.
Coin toss by the official. Wildcats are the visiting team, so they will call it. Referee. So it looks like the Calallen won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. Carroll Tigers have opted to receive to the west end zone to our left-hand side. So Calallen will defend the east side of the stadium, which is the scoreboard side here of Buck Stadium. Big matchup tonight. Thank you for being with us on a Friday night. Thursday night, I'll keep a little confusing there, but
might happen a few other times. Starting a day early, starting 30 minutes early too. 7 o'clock kickoff, 7:05 about right now.
We'll keep it going here while I try to
sure
test
will.
this out.
On your radio dial, Calallen is on your right, kicking to your left. Kicking with the wind tonight. Flags are pretty straight out. Pretty decent wind up there. Ian Perez, number 1, going to be kicking off for the Wildcats. Back deep for the Tigers, we have 2 deep. That's through the numbers right now. Wildcats take off. They're on their 35, kicking from the 40. Tigers deep at their own 10-yard line. I think Ian might get this one to the end zone.
2 men deep for the, you are right, Coach, for the Tigers. Trying to get everything set up here. We got a nice press box up here in the
sure do.
Buck Stadium. Short kick is going to be taken at the 18-yard line on the far side. Coming across the middle of the field is the return man, but he's going to be greeted at the 27-yard line by the Calallen Wildcats.
Number 36, Josh Nerval. A great tackle right there, stopping him. Had a little bit of hole, but Josh gets down there. Josh also starting linebacker on kickoff. Cat's going to start out on defense. Kelby Broughton. Out there, number 10. Alfie Solis. Matt Teal. And number 45, Alec Pettis.
Give you the defense here shortly after the play. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Bazan. He's going to dump it off quickly to his wide receiver. Number 1 is Swanson. He's the number 1 receiver for the Carroll Tigers, and a quick completion from Bazan to Swanson.
Yeah, read pretty well by all-purpose player there, Reese Rusher, and outside backer Justin Atkinson, number 27, there on the tackle. Short gain, about 4.5.
And we'll call it second down and a long 6. Again, shotgun formation. Again, quick pass to Swanson at the 35. Nice coverage there by the Wildcat defense. Coming up to make the play. Is that number 5?
That's number 6.
6.
That's Reese Rusher once again. Reese plays both ways. Obviously, you hear Yo Harris call his name on offense as well. One of the top receiver on the Calallen Wildcats. Rusher playing off about 7 yards as corner. 3rd and 1.
Flag on the play. This one's going to be stopped, so it should be either a false start, legal procedure against the Tigers. See what they do here.
Looks like a procedure call against the Tigers, backing them up 5 yards.
So instead of 3rd down and short, it will now be 3rd down, and we're going to call it about 6 to go.
Yes.
On the front line for the Carroll Tigers, center is Tank Garcia. The guards are Roger Thomas and Yvonne Villarreal. Your tackles, Julius Allen and Nick Mendez. Going down deep for the Wildcat, for the Tigers, and he's connecting at the 43-yard line.
That was a really good pass right there. It was a great touch by the quarterback for Carroll Tigers right there.
Connecting with number 29, Ignacio Ariano. In the backfield, quarterback is Nate Bazan. Running back is Jesse Garcia. Wideouts, number 29, Ignacio Ariano, who just made that catch. Number 1, Braylon Swanson. Number 17 is Stephen McChester. And number 6 is Elijah Cantu. First down for the Tigers. Now inside Wildcat territory. Ball at the 44-yard line. They hand it off to the running back. Garcia on the left side, maybe a yard on the play, not much there for the Carroll Tigers.
No, not much there. Chris Durham, who's coming in for Ryder Reeves, starting safety the last couple games, coming up making the play, limited to 1 yard gain on that play. Chris Durham, I think I said Durham. Chris Durham.
Second down and 9. Again, a quick pass. And you can see just Bazan, the connection that they have, Coach. Just a quick read and just dumping it off. Almost like his mind has already made up who he's going to.
It is. He feels real comfortable back there in the pocket, too. Offensive line's giving him a pretty good job. He's not getting rushed yet. Hasn't been pressured at all. Pickup of about 8 on the play. 3rd and a long 1.5, 2 yards. 3rd down and about 2 for Carroll on their own 40-yard line. Of Callan's 40-yard line.
Quarterback keeper, Bazan. Nice run there, but...
Number 27 for the Wildcats. That's Justin Atkinson stepping up. Limited to 1 yard, but it does bring up a 4th down and 1 yard to go for the Tigers. I'm going to call both teams the Cats.
Yep.
For the Tigers, and they're going to stay on the field.
So they're going to go for it, Coach.
They sure are.
I have to say, it's a gutsy move there by Coach Netherland early in the game.
It is a little bit too far for a field goal, maybe not far enough for a punt, and nice call early on in the first quarter here.
Taking his chances, being aggressive. Let's see what they do. They want to talk about it. They're going to take a timeout. As they take a timeout, we'll take one with them. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
Before the first kickoff, the first pitch, first projection, and the shoot. Stay hydrated. After the last touchdown, the last out, the last goal, stay hydrated. More hydration, stay hydrated.
That's it right here.
All right, welcome back after the timeout. Carroll Tigers come back onto the field. See what they run here on the 4th down play. Zahn turns around, hands it to the running back. He's going to be met in the backfield by the Wildcat defense. And what a stop there for the Calallen Wildcats.
Wow, Matthew Teal, number 50, from the down lineman, comes up, busts right through the line, met him in the backfield.
Coach, he was almost there to take the handoff.
He was. Great play by Matthew Teal. 4th and 1, they went for it, but Teal said denied. So Calallen will take over on their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
It's time to give you the Wildcat offense for tonight. On the front line for the Wildcats, your center is number 52, Trenton Graves. Your guards, Kason Canup and Daniel Leal. Your tackles, Jeremiah Rodriguez and Andrew Paul. In the backfield, quarterback Connor Klosterman, Ricardo Rodriguez. Actually, that's going to be Tipton. Oh, that is Rodriguez. Klosterman hits a wide receiver at the 50, 45-40. He's got some speed, trying to get the sideline, but pushed out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Nice play there by, is that Rusher or is that Gomez?
That's Rusher again. That's Rusher. Reese Rusher, number 6 on that pickup. We just called his name, and you'd be out there.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, Gomez coming to the near side. There you go. Rusher's got a little bit bigger stature than Gomez.
A little
Boy,
taller.
he was wide open on that play, and they do spot it at the 25-yard line. First down and 10. Turns around, hands it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a big hole. He's got the middle. He's got the 10. Got the 5. Did he get in? Touchdown. Rodriguez. 25-yard touchdown run. Coach, 2 plays, and the Wildcats go 62 yards in for the end zone touchdown.
That's a great play. Open up that hole, and once you give a little bit of hole by that left side of the line, it doesn't take much for Ricky to get through that. And Ricky's speed just pulled away.
Didn't even have a chance to give you the full starting lineup.
Not yet.
But we'll take it.
You sure will.
Point after coming up. Ian Pettis. Low snap. Kick through the uprights. 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Wildcats 7. Carroll Tigers 0. We'll be back with more Wildcat football on Calallen TV.
It's nice.
All right, what a drive to start this game off, Coach. It was 2 plays.
That's
60,
it.
what is that, 62 yards?
62 yards and 2 plays, not a bad average for the first offensive series.
25-yard run for Rodriguez to cap it off. Ian Pettis with the point after. Try to see who's back deep for the Carroll Tigers there for you, Coach. Got the lineup from Coach. Let's see if he's got them listed on the. He does not have them listed on the 2 deep lineup. See if we can get those numbers for you. Looks like on the near side is going to be number 1.
That's Braylon Swanson.
And 20. Can't tell who the other young man is across the field. It starts with a 2. 22 possibly? No, 29. That should be Ariano.
It is. It's Ignacio Ariano.
Ian Pettis brings the Wildcats onto the field for the kickoff. Ball resting at the 40-yard line. Last time he kicked it to about the 25. Again, little short squib kick. This one taken at the 29-yard line. Coming across the field is the return man. That's going to be number 23 for the Carroll Tigers. Davian Salazar Sr. Brings it to about the, see where they spot it, 35-yard line maybe, just across the 35.
Yes.
With 8:03 left to go here in this first quarter. Wildcats with a 7-0 lead.
Number 36, Josh Norval, made the last tackle on the kickoff. Down there to make this tackle as well, as he stays in at middle linebacker as well.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. See if we can get you the starting defense here after the play. Bazan turns around, is going to hand it off to his running back. Has a nice hold, he's got the middle, lunging forward, and he's going to pick up about 11 yards. Then the running back is number 12, Jesse Garcia. 5'7", 180-pound senior, picks up a nice 11-yard run for the Tigers.
That was a good run. Carroll needs to come back. They moved the ball a little bit, but we did stop them there at the end. However, this, like I said, this is a talented Carroll Tiger football team right here.
Very talented. First down and 10, ball resting at the 46-yard line. Quarterback Bazan rolling to his right, looking downfield, trying to connect with Swanson, and Swanson goes up and climbs the ladder and comes down with it at the 38-yard line. Rusher was right there defending him. Coach, you couldn't have defended that any better.
No, you couldn't. And for a second there, it looked like Reese had position for an interception, but it just jumped a little bit higher, got a little bit better position. Gain for a first down, bring us a first down on the 38-yard line.
Tigers driving left to right. Again, we want to thank you for being with us on Calallen TV, also on Cat's Eye Radio. Shotgun formation. Takes a handoff to his running back. Now he's going to drop it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Nice shot on the quarterback there by the Wildcat defense. I believe that was number 10.
It was.
Kelby Broughton coming up and putting the hit on the quarterback, Bazan.
Yeah, the Tigers done a pretty good job keeping their quarterback safe so far. When you get your feet planted, this quarterback's pretty good. You got to get pressure on him, make him a little dance a little bit back there. And you see, when he did pressure, he threw the ball inaccurately.
We are on the home side press box, looking across the field to our band. Pressure from the defense, going to be a little screen play to the running back. Garcia inside the 30, spins around to about the 27-yard line. That's going to be enough to move the chains for the Carroll Tigers. That was very nicely set up by the Tiger offense.
It really was. That was a nice call by their coach. Caught us a little bit off guard. Gain of 11 on that play for first down.
Inside the 30, about the, we'll call it the 27-yard line. 4 wide receivers for the Tigers. Again, dump off to the far flat. This one's going to drop incomplete.
Yeah, off the hand of the receiver right there. It's right in the hands.
So wide receiver number 17, Stephen McChester, is going to bring up a second down and 10. Sun starting to settle behind the home bleachers. Field completely shaded now. About the top 10 rows of the visiting stand. Still got a little bit of sunlight on it, but for the most part, the Wildcat fans in the shade. 4 wide receivers for the Tigers. Handoff again. Garcia right up the middle, and he's still on his feet. Now finally brought down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line, Coach. And we saw a lot of that in the opening game against Gregory Portland. Something the Tigers may have picked up on film.
Seems like it, yes. GP ran up the middle on us, and a good scout, a good coach. You scout the team you're playing. If that's, I won't say a weakness, but if it worked for one team, why not try it on your team?
So what we got here? It's going to be a first down for the Carroll Tigers. Shotgun formation again. Dump off to Swanson, and he's unable to hold on to it. I think it was going to be a little screen play again to the right side here, but drops on the ground.
Yeah, it's just flat, two drop balls by the receivers. The passes are spot on. It's almost like they're looking to run before they catch the ball.
You hear the fans calling out Swanson's name. It's a catch he probably normally makes. Quick pass right behind the linebackers and connecting. I believe that's Adiano again. It is 29. Adiano's listed at 5'6". He's a junior. It looks like he weighs about $165. Yeah. He's not a big kid.
He's not, but he's a tough kid going across the middle, catching that little slant. 3rd and 5 on the 9-yard line.
Yard to gain, you're right, Coach. It's about the 3-yard line. So Bazan dropping back, looking for the slant, trying to hit somebody in the end zone, and he does. Touchdown. Number 17, that's going to be McChester. Gomez had the coverage, but McChester is able to get in front of him.
It has a nice 9-yard slant pattern right in front. Receiver runs at him, cuts right in front of him, and catches the pass for the Tigers' first touchdown of the evening.
15 connecting with 17. Point after coming up. Number 73 is Wilson. Left-footed kicker. This one's strong enough, and it's going to get through the uprights. 5 minutes and 15 seconds. We are tied up at 7 apiece. We'll be back with more Wildcat football on Calallen TV. All right, welcome back as we come to you live from Buck Stadium as we are tied up at 7 apiece. Bazan able to connect with his wide receiver, McChester, on a slant pattern, 8-yard touchdown pass, and we are tied up at 7 apiece. Kicking off for the Carroll Tigers will be number 33, Cesar Morales. He's a senior. Back deep for the Wildcats, Klosterman, along with number 21, I believe, who's...
Be Drew Espinosa.
This one off the hands of Klosterman, and he's going to bring it out. He's deep in his end zone. Coach, I thought he would take a knee on that, but opted to take it out of the end zone, and not a wise decision for the Wildcat special teams. They're going to be caught inside their 10-yard line to start this drive.
Yeah, not a wise decision at all. Not sure what he was thinking there. Maybe he thought since the ball bounced and went into it, he had to bring it out. Either way, Wildcats going to start their second drive from their own 8-yard line.
Well, hopefully you can get out of the shadow of your own goalpost. A nice run maybe here by Rodriguez. Chipped in. Let's see who comes in the game in the backfield. Looks like it will be number 24. That's Larry Sines, 22, along with number 24, Ricardo Rodriguez. Shotgun formation for the Wildcats. Klosterman's going to turn around, fake it to Rodriguez, connecting with his wide receiver at about the 15-yard line. I believe that's going to be Rusher. That is number 6. Rusher on the completion. Back judge here, stopping the clock. Not sure what the stoppage is for, but umpire and referee having a discussion at about the 12-yard line. The flag, there was a flag on the play, but they're going to pick it up and wave it off.
Okay.
Not too often you see them pick up a flag, but they were talked about it, made the right decision, and drive continues. What is that, about 7-yard pickup on first down? Right. We'll call it second down. And 3. Klosterman, 5 yards deep. Rodriguez sets up behind him. Single wideout, split up top, 2 receivers in the bottom side. Rodriguez takes the handoff. Rodriguez has a blocker in front of him. Dives forward to about the 20-yard line, picks up 4 yards. That'll be enough to move the chains.
Short yardage gain there for Rodriguez. All we needed, move the chains, get a little bit farther away from your own, like you said, the shadow of your own goalpost. Ball out to the 20-yard line.
Again, we want to apologize to our fans tuning in, looking for the video. Unfortunately, because we are the visiting team, the UIL does not allow us to stream the game. We're allowed to do the audio only. So again, we do thank you for being with us on a Friday night. Do have a couple of links, so if you do want to watch the game, you can turn the volume down and watch us. I believe it's on Mike Sports, also on KRIS TV, and on the app. I believe it's KRIS 6 Plus are some of the ways you can watch the game. You can Watch the game, turn the audio down, listen to Coach Ashburn and I. Klosterman, again, trying to hit his wide receiver on the slant pattern, and unfortunately, unable to connect. Ball goes high over his head. I want to thank my buddy Omar Trujillo tuning in. Omar, where you at? You at home in Houston, or? But he's always on the road. Thanks for tuning in on a Thursday night, letting us know he's listening to our audio broadcast tonight. Shotgun formation for Klosterman. Signs, motions across the line of scrimmage. Snap on the way off the chest of Klosterman. Now looking downfield. He's got a receiver off the fingertips of Rusher right at the 50-yard line. Tried to high point that one, but came up empty on that one, Coach.
It was pretty good coverage by the defensive back for Carroll. If you saw the first part of the play, Klosterman muffed the ball a little bit, might have thrown off his timing just a little bit. 4th and 5 now for the Wildcats. But Ian Pettis back to punt for the Wildcats, standing at his own 10-yard line.
Swanson back deep for the Carroll Tigers. He's going to stand at about the 35-yard line. 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Right-footed punter, low punt. See if we can get a Wildcat roll on that one. It's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, so the Tigers will have good field position to start this drive. We'll be back with more Wildcat football on Calallen TV. All right, welcome back as we get ready for the first play from scrimmage, and the Wildcat defense coming up, busting through the line of scrimmage and making the nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage, Coach.
That's a great defensive push by the middle of the line. Actually, had the whole line right there. There are about 3 guys back there in the backfield. Led by Matthew Teal and Kelby Broughton. Teal only a sophomore, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good, Coach. 2nd down and 13 after the 3-yard loss. Looks like number 7 has taken over at quarterback. That's Seth Netherlund. Netherlund again, a quick pass in the far flat. I believe that's Adiano. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10. You know, Coach, we've seen this throughout the season. You know, not as much as we did against Alice. Alice had like 5 different quarterbacks. But tonight you're going to see both Bazan and the junior quarterback, Seth Netherlund, rotating at quarterback for this Carroll Tiger team.
Yeah, it shows here that Netherland he's played in 2 games so far, just to be his 3rd game of the season.
3rd down and 9. Right-handed quarterback trying to connect with his wide receiver. Just a little bit behind him, but was a catchable ball. That was number 17. Again, he had the touchdown play earlier. That's McChester, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 4th down play for the Carroll Tigers. That's going to bring in the punter. Should be number 73 if...
Looks like 15's running out there.
Yeah, that's going to be a different punter.
That's a quarterback. Shows here 15 is Nate Bazan.
Bazan will punt tonight. Normally it's Wilson, what we've seen in the first 3 games, but Wildcats will send 1 man deep. That's going to be Gomez at about his 20-yard line, we'll call it. A little short punt. This one's going to bounce at the 30. Going to take a Tiger roll. It's going to roll inside the 20, inside the 15. Finally brought down at the 11-yard line. We'll be back with more Wildcat football on Calallen TV. All right, welcome back. Klosterman Brings the Wildcats back onto the field. He's going to turn around. He's going to hand it off. I believe that's Tipton, who just got the carry. We'll see who comes up from the bottom of the pile. That is number 35, the freshman for the Wildcats, Jimmy Tipton.
Jimmy Tipton, freshman, stop made by senior, number 75, Joseph Villarreal, for the Carroll Tigers.
1 minute, 31 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. They are tied up at 7 apiece. Klosterman dumps it off on the far flat. Got some running room. Blockers in front of him. Finally pushed out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. That's number 5, Drayson Gomez. Just a quick little pass in the far flat, coach, and Gomez able to make a nice run out of it.
He did. And one of the things Coach Reeves emphasizes is that everybody blocks. And if you saw that play, you saw Reese Rusher, the other wide receiver out there, lead block, and that really got Gomez to the outside.
First down and 10 for Calallen. Tipton lines up 3 yards behind Klosterman. Looking downfield, he's got a man open. Can he connect with Rusher? Unable to connect. Coverage there by the cornerback, number 16, Deshaun Porter, but he had him open, coach. Just waited a little bit too long to pull the trigger.
He did a little bit of air under that ball. That's 2 nice plays by Porter. They were playing, I believe Porter's playing the corner or safety. I got Deshaun at safety.
Scoreboard to our right, coach.
Nice
Showing
scoreboard.
85 years at Buck Stadium has been
going on here.
So that's a lot of years of football. Been some great matchups here throughout the years.
Sure have been. If we look across the way, you can see, I believe this is the first high school in Corpus Christi, and it's known as Corpus Christi High School. 1938. Let's see banners across the way.
Wow. Scoreboard showing 1940 is when Buccaneer Stadium was established. Third down, we're going to call it 7 to go. Tipton to the left of Klosterman. Takes the handoff, looking downfield. Again, taking a deep shot. Wildcats continuing to go for the home run, coach, and that one coming up empty. I believe that's Gomez again on the far sideline. Or is that Rusher? They both now have that towel. That's Rusher, number 6.
Yeah, and a lot of these passes, they are going for the home run ball, and all these passes are real close, off the fingertips, pretty good defense. There's nothing wrong. They're just not there yet.
Ian Pattis again drops back inside his 20 to about the 19-yard line. Low snap. Pattis able to get away. Low snap, but takes a Wildcat roll, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the, we'll call it the 24-yard line. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after these words. All right, welcome back as the quarterback, Netherland, brings the offense back on the field. We're going to start the drive at the 24-yard line. First down and 10 for the Carroll Tigers. Again, just a quick dump off is what you're seeing from these Carroll Tigers. But there he goes. Got a block. He's in the open field. He's got the 40, 35. No one going to catch him. That's Ariano. And he's going to take it into the end zone. 68-yard touchdown pass. And, Coach, you can see them just doing that quick little dump off, relying on their athletic ability, something that we haven't seen from the Wildcats. We talked about the deep shots, going for the home run. They took a single and turned it into a home run.
They sure did. And, again, that was a 2-yard pass turned into a 64-yard touchdown. And quick pass to the wide receiver, nice block, makes a move, and goes the distance.
68-yard touchdown pass from number 7 to number 29. Point after coming up. Kick, strong enough, straight enough, and it's through the uprights. Carroll Tigers 14, Calallen 7. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this. All right, welcome back as the Carroll Tigers take a 14-7 lead on the 68-yard touchdown pass from Netherland to Adiano. This one deep kick, taken at the 5-yard line. Going across midfield, cutting it up straight now. I believe that's Klosterman up to about the 30-yard line. That is number 13 for the Calallen Wildcats is Carson Klosterman. And the time has expired here at the end of the first quarter. Calallen Wildcats trailing 14-7 to the Carroll Tigers. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this. All right, welcome back as we get ready to start the second quarter. Wildcats will come out.
Nolan's
and
Shaw Toyota.
second here. Apologies there, Coach. Trying to get things worked out here in the booth. Still trying to get all the bugs worked out. We thank you for being with us on a Thursday night. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. They're going to spot the ball on the 20-yard line. Klosterman now dumps it off. Quick little pass in the flat here in front of us. That's number 5, Drayson Gomez. On the reception, brings it out to about the 22-yard line. Short gain on the play. We'll call it 4 yards. Wildcats driving left to right. Wildcats took the 7-0 lead with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Tigers come back with 14 unanswered points to make it a 14-7 game. Klosterman turns around, hands it off to Rodriguez, trying to get it upfield, got a blocker in front of him, outside the 30, pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nice 10-yard pickup there by Rodriguez.
That's a great run by him. There's a defensive Tiger in the backfield, but Ricky Speed outran him. What could have been a loss turned into a first down. First down and 10 for the Wildcats at the 35-yard line.
I'd like to thank First Class Towing. How about Mattress Firm? Jerry Baytek and family, proud sponsors of tonight's broadcast. Wildcats turn it around, hand it off to the big running back, number 24, Rodriguez. Picks up 7 yards, the heart of the defense of the Carroll Tigers. Nice pickup on first down. That's, really what you want to do is mix it up. You heard Coach Reeve talk about it before the game. Really, the run is what establishes the passing game for him, and kind of got away from that here early in the first, late in the first quarter.
Yes, it does. We have 2 great running backs and a great offensive line. We can run this ball, but I know Coach Reeve has his plan.
Non-district, that's where you want to work on different details of the game. Hand off to Rodriguez. Stiff arm, trying to get around the outside. Unable to get away from the defender. It's going to be close to the first down. We'll see where they spot him across the field.
It's real close. Depends which foot he marks.
Uh-oh, got some laundry, the coach. If you look at about the 42-yard line across the field.
Face mask.
Oh.
Face mask on the Tigers.
There you go. 15 yards. We'll take it.
Doesn't matter if you get the first down. It's going to be a first down. Another 15 yards out of that. It's going to put it in Tiger territory.
15 yards marked off against the Tigers. That's going to put the ball right at the 40-yard line, and Wildcats hurry up to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Single wide out split up top. Shotgun formation for Klosterman. Again, turns around, going to hand it off to Rodriguez. This time, the defender coming out from the secondary. I believe that's going to be, we talked about Porter earlier, Coach, and I believe that was Porter who came up and made that nice play again.
Yeah, he just shot through like an arrow. That's what running the safety position, what he does is he looks for the ball. As soon as he sees the ball, he goes and makes tackle. The neat thing about the safety is once you know it's not a pass, you're free game to go get the ball. And you see that a lot with our safeties as well. Ryder Reeve as well does that on our team. Chris Durham.
Second down, we'll call it 12 to go. Wildcats with 3 wide receivers to the near side. Klosterman looking again, taking that shot downfield. Unable to connect. Ball drops incomplete at about the 1 yard line, and deep shot again, Coach, of about 40 yards. It's really haven't tested, right behind the linebackers. We've seen that little dump off to the wide receivers in the flats. And other than that, it's been a shot downfield every time.
It sure has. And the Carroll defense, Carroll secondary has done a pretty good job of covering our wide receivers past 20 yards out.
Third down, we're going to call it a long 12. 4 wide receivers, low snap to Klosterman. Stepping up in the pocket, now trying to get away from the pressure. Going to get around the outside to the 40, knocked out of bounds. Hard shot. He was definitely in the white zone when he took the shot there from the Tigers. And this is going to give you an automatic first down. Big break for the Calallen Wildcats.
It was a big break, yeah. He was nowhere near the first down marker, but it was definitely out of bounds when he got hit. Much to the dismay of the Carroll coaches right there in the sides. They're not arguing too much.
Oh, you could see it right in front of us. He was, a couple of steps outside the out of bounds marker. He was on the white zone, what you call it, and took a good shot, but was able to jump back up.
He sure was. He got right back up. Now, this is 2 breaks at not necessarily breaks, but 2 15 yards, 30 yards we've been given on this drive by the Tigers and take advantage of this, tie this ball game up. Moves the ball down to the 25-yard line of the Carroll Tigers. 1st and 10, Calallen Wildcats.
9 minutes, 5 seconds. Wide receivers come in tight on the left side. Klosterman turns around, fakes it to Rodriguez, and unfortunately trips on the carpet. Not much room there for the quarterback.
Not much room, no. He saw an opening, just kind of referee marks the ball back just a little bit. Looks like he fell forward just to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. These are some of the mistakes we have to fix before district openers. Like you said, this is what not preseason, but non-district games are for, to work on things.
Definitely want to work out the kinks now. Turn around, they're going to hand it off to the running back, 24, Rodriguez.
Larry Sines, number 22, fullback, leading up the hole for Ricky Rodriguez, gain of about 6. A very manageable 3rd down and 4.
Wildcats driving left to right. Seven minutes, 52 seconds. Hand off, going over to the left side.
Klosterman close to the first down. See where they spot it. Look like Jimmy Tipton out there lead blocking for him. Brings up a 4th and short. Referee hasn't quite marked the ball yet. About 1 yard. 1 yard to go. Little over a yard. 4th and short. Calallen offense going to stay on the field. Whole team's looking to the sideline for the play. Klosterman calls it, and they break and go to the line. Going for it deep in Carroll territory.
Ball on the carpet. Flags on the field. Not what you want to see from a 4th down play for the Wildcats.
Not at all. And that's a procedure call against the Wildcats, which is going to back them up 5 yards. So the 4th and 1 is now 4th. Well,
yeah, 4th and 7, it looks like.
Yes, and these are those mental mistakes that drive coaches crazy. Looks like they're keeping the team on the field, though.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
They sure are. Offense is on the field.
See what they come up with here.
Tipton in the backfield.
Snap on the way. Klosterman looking to his left. Has a man. That's going to be Rusher. Complete. Has enough for the first down inside the 15. Knocked out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, but it will be enough for a first down for the Wildcats.
Nice route by Rusher. Great pass by Klosterman on that. Rusher's leading receiver on the team, and looks to be Klosterman's favorite receiver thus far in the game.
He's connected with him a few times
Sure
throughout
has.
the evening and continues to go back at him.
Big first down pickup.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Hand off to number 35, Tipton, trying the interior line. Not much room there, though, for Tipton. Maybe 3 yards on the play. We'll call it second down and 7.
Looking at Carroll before the game, they have some big, not necessarily tall, but they have some thick defensive linemen there. We got to push those guys out of the way. It's definitely a battle of the trenches tonight for the running game.
Second down play coming up. Wide receiver to the near side. Hand off to the left side. Tipton trying to carry a couple of defenders with him on the left side, but minimal gain for the freshman running back. We'll call it third down and about 6 to go, a long 6 for the Wildcats.
Sure is. Well, Carroll's got some speed out there to the side, and they just get to the side, and nowhere for Tipton to run on that play.
2 downs to try to pick up the first down is really what you're looking at here.
Mm-hmm. Science checks out, and the twin brother of the quarterback, Carson Klosterman, checks in.
Klosterman looking, trying to go to the corner, and that one unable to connect with his wide receiver. That's Rusher, number 6, again. And Coach, now what do? Do you bring out the field goal team, or do you go for it again on 4th down and a long 6?
It's a good question. Yeah, I know you can pick up the first down here, 4th and 6. They got it last time. See how much confidence Coach has.
I was going to say, you may try to draw him off on that hard count, make it a short 4th and 1. Tipton in the backfield along with Larry Sines. They'll now shift over to the right side as well with Klosterman. Gomez split wide to the right. Rusher split to the left. Snap on the way. Klosterman rolling to his right-hand side, going backside, trying to connect in the end zone, and it will be a touchdown. Number 5, Drayson Gomez. Coach, did that go off the fingertips of a defender?
It looked like it did. That was a bang play right there. The concentration by Drayson Gomez in the end zone. Great. That was a great catch by him.
Trying to see the replay. Let's see if we can find it on the scoreboard there. But it looked like it went off the hands of the defender. 7-yard touchdown pass from Klosterman to Gomez. Point after coming up for Ian Pettis. Kick on the way. And that one is through the uprights. 4 minutes, 53 seconds. Wildcats tie this game up at 14 apiece. I'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
The Calallen Touchdown Booster Club would like to thank its 2025-2026 Golden Boosters. Mattress Firm, Jerry Baytek and Family, Clayburg Bank, Integrity Storage and Jack Taylor Insurance, Paul York Automotive, Cameron Commercial and Industrial, Atlas Tubular, Ardura Engineering, SB Factoring LLC, B-Ad, JE Construction, First Class Towing, Railroad Seafood and Brewery. The Calallen Wildcat Booster Club thanks all our sponsors. Go Cats, go!
All right, welcome back. As the Wildcats have tied this game up at 14 apiece.
Well, actually, as it turns out, apparently from our point of view, it looked like he made it, but the referee said it didn't make it.
14-13.
Yes.
I don't think Ian Pettis.
He doesn't miss much, and I guess they had a better view than us, but everybody up in the booths thought it went through. Either way, 14-13, Tigers lead. Ian to kick off from his own 40-yard line.
Pettis tees it up at the 40-yard line. High end-over-end kick. This one taken at the 23-yard line. Swanson trying to get around the outside edge. Flag coming in from the back judge. Swanson will be pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line, but normally from that vantage point, Coach, it's going to be a block in the back, possibly
maybe a hold
or something like that.
Look down to the referee, see what happens. There's a couple flags on the play, one at the 35-yard line. Let's look at the referee.
See what the call is going to be here. Again, you see the flag at about the 35-yard line.
It's a holding. Holding on the Tigers, much to the dismay of the Tiger fans in front of us. Carroll Tigers will take over, I'm sorry, at the 25-yard line. They're on 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
4 minutes, 46 seconds. I believe that's Bazan who's come out for the Tigers. Gonna dump it off in the far flat. I believe that's Adiano, number 29 again. Saw him early with the 68-yard touchdown run. This time brought down by the Wildcat defense.
Yes, what the Carroll's doing here is just throwing the ball, making a block, and hoping they get a gain off of it. And they gained 8 on that play, 2nd and 2.
Tigers driving right to left. Bazan back in at quarterback. Has 3 wide receivers to the near side. He's going to turn around, going to hand it off to his running back, Garcia. And Garcia maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. We're going to call it 2 to go.
Yeah, not much of a gain there. He danced a little bit, but Kelby Broughton grabbed him up by the ankles for really little or no gain. Tigers are looking at the sideline, watching the coaches, checking the play.
Been a clean first half, Coach. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here.
Sure has.
Zahn turning back, going to dump it off to his wide receiver. He's going to have enough for the first down over the 40-yard line. Number 6 on the reception, that's Elijah Cantu.
Yeah, Carroll seemed to found what they're looking for. They get little dunk passes and gaining big yards off of them.
Bazan trying to go to the far flat. Did he catch it?
He did not. Hit the ground.
I see it now on the carpet.
Yeah, Bazan short arm that just a little bit. It's nice. It was a long throw. He threw across the field, bounced just in front of the diving receiver.
I was going to say he was on the near hash mark here in front of us, Coach, and he threw it all the way to the opposite sideline.
And 15 yards downfield.
Yep. 2nd down and 10, 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Carroll Tigers 14, Wildcats 13. Bazan dropping back. He's going for the home run, looking for Adiano, and this one's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete, nice coverage. Good pressure on Bazan by number 10. That's Kelby Broughton again.
Is that 85? Jaden Martinez on the coverage.
Jaden Martinez.
That's a deep shot there by Bazan. We hadn't seen him take too many shots downfield. That one was about a 40-yard pass to his wide receiver, but incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, just off fingertips, over his fingertips.
Drops it off to the near flat. Breaking tackles down the sideline, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 49, but it's going to be 4th down and short for the Carroll Tigers.
Once again, Carroll's relying on that dump pass and trying to break a tackle. Gained 9 yards on that play. 4th and 1. Is Carroll going to go for it? The pass dictates they will. Quarterback remains on the field. Offense still on the field. Of course, their quarterback is also their punter.
Yep, just under 3 minutes to go here in this half. Carroll Tigers 14, Calallen 13. Bazan, quarterback keeper on the option, and he's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. That'll be enough to keep the chains moving. 1st down for the Carroll Tigers.
Flag on the play.
Is that Bazan again? Just trouble.
Sure was.
A little trouble in the backfield, but the flag came out. Didn't stop the play, though, so this one might be against Calallen. We'll see what the call is here by the line judge in front of us.
With the referee standing, it might go backwards. What I looked at, it looked like they had their line wasn't lined up on the line of scrimmage. They maybe had too many men in the backfield. Let's see what the referee says. Illegal formation. Cal's going to decline that. The play was a loss of 4, so instead of 1st and 15, they're going to go 2nd and 14. And timeout, Carroll.
Yep, timeout for the Carroll Tigers. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left to go in this game as the Tigers lead by 1, Coach, 14-13. With 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go here in this first half. Again, we talked about it. It's been a quick first half.
It sure has. And with the passing offense and as many passes have been thrown, you would think it wouldn't go as quickly. But both teams are pretty efficient. Not too many penalties, really. In the first half, Carroll's driving. They took this timeout. They're stalling right now, but they've moved the ball. We've moved the ball, but said that we knew this was going to be a tight game, and it's about as tight as you can get right now.
Good first half for sure.
Yes.
You knew both teams were going to come in hungry. Both of them with a 2-1 record. Wildcats came off the victory last week. Carroll coming off the loss to Brownsville. Second down, we're going to call it 13. Bazan dropping back. As a running back coming out of the backfield, not going to go downfield, and it's going to be complete to the 30-yard line. Is that Swanson? I believe that's number 1, Swanson.
That's number
it
1.
is. That's his number 1 wide receiver.
Great vision by the quarterback. Great vision by Bazan. And Swanson just worked to an open spot, and he saw him.
Chains move. They're going to spot it at the 30-yard line. First down and 10, Carroll Tigers. Snap on the way. Bazan looking to his left, trying to hit his wide receiver. That was Adiano. It's going to drop incomplete off the fingertips of number 29. Number 5, Drayson Gommage there on the coverage.
Well, out pattern by Carroll. Throwing over his head, a little bit off his fingertips. Clock stops, 2:13 on the clock. Second down and 10. Now the advantage of this year is whoever has the ball. We have the 2-minute timeout now in high school football.
13 seconds away from that 2-minute warning. 4 wide receivers for the Tigers. Dumping it off to the left side. That was broken up by the Wildcat defender. I'm trying to see who that is. At 25, I believe.
Look like number 25. That would be Tristan Luna. And their linebacker hitting the ball. That's a nice play by Luna.
Nice job there, getting his hands up, deflecting the pass, drops incomplete. Third down and 10. Still 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go on the clock here for the Tigers. The Wildcats can come up with a stand. They might be able to run their 2-minute offense.
Yes. Big play right here.
Pressure up the middle. Bazan gets away. 30, steps out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Short gain there, but nice pressure by that interior defense of the Wildcats.
Sure was. Looked like Larry Sines, number 22, is in the backfield disrupting Bazan. Bazan steps out with 2:02 on the clock, remaining in the first half. And what is Carroll going to do?
Yep.
Looks like they're keeping the same offense on the field.
Again, almost too close to punt. Too deep to kick, so you go for it. They got trips up top. Single wide out to the near side. Bazan dropping back. Taking a shot downfield, looking for his wide receiver. Off the hands of number 29, Adiano. Wow. That was close, Coach.
That was real close. A little bit too close for comfort. Off one of his hands. Couldn't get both hands on him. Coverage by Jaden Martinez. 1:57 left in the half, and the ball's going to go over to the Wildcats on their own. Where's he going to mark it?
Should be about the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this. All right, welcome back as the Wildcat offense comes onto the field. Going to spot the ball at the 27-yard line. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Klosterman brings the offense back onto the field. Waits for the referee to give the signal, ready to play. There we go. Wildcats just under 2 minutes. They're going to turn around, hand it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Going to spot him at the 35, so it'll be about an 8-yard gain on the play for Rodriguez.
Following his big lineman there on the left side. That's Daniel Leal and Andrew Paul.
Again, plenty of time on the clock. Approaching the minute-and-a-half mark. Klosterman turns around, hands it off to the running back. Again, nice hole on the right side up to the 45-yard line. Lunging forward. That's going to be enough for the first down.
We have an injured player for Carroll on the field.
As the training staff comes out to the field, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Wildcat Football on Calallen TV.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Chick-fil-A in Calallen, located at 1370.
All right, welcome back as the Wildcats have enough for the first down. Player able to come off the field under his own power, so that's a good sign for the Carroll Tigers.
Here it is.
Shotgun formation. Gomez motions across the line of scrimmage. Fake the reverse. Klosterman now dumps it off. Rodriguez on the pass, takes it 40, 35, finally pushed out of bounds. Nice gain there for the Wildcats. About an 18-yard gain on that pass play, Coach. And again, just dumping it off in the backfield, making something happen.
It sure was a little misdirection. Gomez, a playmaker, comes in motion, then cuts back behind, thinking, they're going to key on him. But they don't and get it out for a pretty decent gain.
Nice gain there for the Wildcats. First down and 10. Approaching the 1 minute mark. I thought he got out of bounds, but they kept the clock rolling. Klosterman again dumping it off, but this one's going to be incomplete. Almost going for those yardsticks.
Yes.
But unfortunately unable to connect with number 6, Reese Rusher.
We had an incident in our game on Tuesday night where our runner went out of bounds going forward, but the referee didn't stop the clock because he said he was pushed out of bounds instead of going out of bounds. And we thought, well, he's going forward. Never did get an explanation on that. And that could have been what happened right there. Always thought when he went out of bounds going forward, that's a tie. That's clock stops.
Second down and 10. Klosterman fakes the handoff, looking to his right. Trying to dump it off, and it's might be intercepted.
As did they hit the ground. Referee is not calling an interception. He's not calling anything.
Not calling anything.
It's going to be incomplete pass.
Break there for the Wildcats. Third down and 10. Looked like the receiver lost his footing, Coach, because he kind of tripped and went down to the ground, allowing that defender to come up and make a possible play there. But incomplete pass for the Calallen Wildcats.
49 seconds left. Third down and 10.
Timeout on the field. Who takes it?
That Carroll took their final timeout.
Preserve some time. Wildcats, Ian might be able to get a shot here to get that field going if you can pick up another, maybe 15 yards or so. Got 49 seconds left on this clock, Coach. We're going to keep it right here.
Yes, we are. Yeah, Calallen Wildcats calling up a play right now. Third and 10, big play right here. Would definitely like to get a chance to at least get a field goal to take the lead. Obviously, touchdown would be better.
Wildcats trailing by 1 on the missed extra point by Ian Pettis. I missed that one. I looked like it was going through the uprights. Must have just gone outside the upright, but
must have, because from this angle it looked like it was good. But referee's closer, got a better angle. They're right under the goalpost, so.
Well, they're trained to look upward, right at the upright, so they get that view.
Right.
They got the best vantage point for sure.
They sure do, and sometimes the ball doesn't go through the uprights; it goes above the uprights, but through the beams.
3rd down and 10 coming up for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation. Klosterman has time, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to be hit, and he's going to lose about 6 yards on the play. Nice coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go on that play, Coach, at all.
He sure did, and he stepped up in the pocket and then just collapsed on him. Nice coverage by the secondary, which pretty much knocks him out of field goal range. It'll be a 4th and 5-yard loss on that sack.
Now, if you're the Wildcats, 23 seconds on the play clock, about a second off on the scoreboard. So you'll let this one, maybe take a shot, try to hit that end zone. But Wildcats trying to see how many, they got all 3 timeouts left. So they may take a timeout, maybe take a shot down to the end zone.
They might, regardless, they'll have at least 1 second to go. They want to back up 5 yards or just stay where they are. Called timeout with 1 second left.
I thought they did. Yep, they said they did. Referee signaling timeout.
The game official and the clock was already called halftime.
Should be 1 play left here for the Calallen Wildcats.
1 play left, yeah. They added 1 second.
There it is. 1
to the
second
scoreboard.
left.
Ball sitting on the 40-yard line.
And Coach, the Wildcats won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. But it would have been nice to go into halftime, with a little bit of momentum. But you know what? Defense did a nice job of holding Carroll on the last drive. It's been a very well-played game by both teams.
It did. Penalty-free. Both teams are executing pretty well. Coach Reeve drawing a play over there in the huddle. 1 second left.
Carroll Tiger coaches next to us on our right. Wildcat coaches to our left. Again, we are on the home side of the press box. Beautiful press box here at Buck Stadium. They redid the press box, I believe, last year before the season started. This is their 2nd year, so.
It's really nice. Really nice, and air conditioner works really well.
Yeah, it does. Very comfortable in here, to say the least. Wildcats will have 2 wide receivers to the near side. Single wide out, split up top. Klosterman hands it off to Rodriguez, and he'll pick up about 1 yard on the play, and that's going to take us into halftime. We've played 24 minutes at Buck Stadium. Carroll Tigers 14, Calallen Wildcats 13. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 6-time national championship winning Calallen Wildcats to the field. The Wildcats are broken by Mario Hernandez and Laura Cooley. Top head officers are Colonel Alina Diaz, Major Khalid Simmons, Captain Sofia Villarreal, Lieutenant Mary Parker, Social Officer Ray Bakershaw, Social Officer BP Karina Nelson, Top Cats of the Week Katie Solis.
All right, welcome back as the Top Cats come onto the field. Wildcat band to our right-hand side. We are at halftime on the special edition Thursday night game of the week between the Carroll Tigers and the Calallen Wildcats. I'm Mike Guerrero. To my left is Coach Ashburn. We're going to try to get you some stats here as Coach Russell was sitting behind us and see if he can maybe get some for us. But not a whole lot of scores coming in tonight, Coach, as it is a Thursday night matchup. A lot of teams are off tonight. So not a whole lot of action here in the South Texas area. Not a lot of games being played, that's for sure. But we do want to thank our folks for being with us. Trying to check in with our listeners here.
There are a handful of games from South Texas schools. I'm trying to find the local ones. Looks like Ray is playing up in San Antonio right now. And McCollum, they're winning 12-7 at halftime. Who else is playing? King is playing in Kingsville. Kingsville Browns are winning 14-0 first quarter. Alice all the way down to La Jolla on a Thursday night. So that's going to be a early morning for them at school tomorrow. Alice leading La Jolla Coyotes, both teams of Coyotes, leading them 17-6 at halftime. And Moody's beating Robstown at halftime 7-0.
Those are some games coming again from around the area. Not a whole lot.
No, not at all.
Around the, again, just not a lot of Thursday night football.
No.
Not only in South Texas, but around the state. Again, it's a special edition. They like to broadcast the game, so tonight's game is being televised on KRS-6, streaming on a couple of different networks. I think it's their app, KRIS-6 Plus. Unfortunately, we're not able to bring you the audio, the streaming feed of video because of the UIL rules. We are allowed to bring you the audio broadcast. We're going to test our commercial break real quick and see if our listeners, trying to get some feedback from our listeners. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
Tonight's scoreboard brought to you by Extreme Nitrogen LLC. Give Extreme Nitrogen a call for all your nitrogen services at 361-844-9800. Let's go Wildcats!
Standard of excellence and over 300 UIL and non-UIL positions.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Chick-fil-A in Calallen, located at 13701 Northwest Boulevard. Stop by and visit the friendly folks at Chick-fil-A for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine in, take out, or simply drive on through. Give Chick-fil-A a call at 361-387-0000. Chick-fil-A, proudly sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Let's go Wildcats! And now, back live to Calallen Wildcat football with your host Mike Guerrero and Coach Ashburn.
All right, welcome back as we come to you from Bug Stadium on a Friday night.
The members of the Calallen Band have been hard at work and are very proud to be selected tonight. Congratulations.
Wildcat Band on the field.
Tonight, the band will be performing a portion of the 2025 UIL production titled A Light.
On a beautiful Friday night.
Enjoy the portion of the Calallen Band production featuring Apple Sun from the Vanguard.
Really nice night here. Sorry, here in South Texas.
You're good. I'm trying to get I'm getting some feedback on the from our listeners. Some of them can hear our commercials on Calallen TV. Others are not able to hear it on the phone. So I'm trying to make some adjustments here for you folks. Apologize for the confusion here. Let's try this here. We'll try it. See if we can bring this one now. Again, there's so many different chords that we've been handed throughout the season.
Right.
And it's a cover. Let me take this cover off.
Calallen Band on the field right now. Calallen Band placed 7th in state last year. In the previous 2 years, they're 8th and 8th. Not too bad, considering there's over 100 teams. I'm sorry, 100 bands performing. Ranked top 10 is impressive. Number 7 is even more impressive. Mr. Voppert does a great job with this band. These kids really buy into it, too. It's great.
Definitely do a great job for sure. We're trying to make some adjustments, folks. We thank you for being with us. We got some a new mixer, some new audio equipment, and just trying to make sure we can bring you a quality broadcast. Wildcat Band performing on the field tonight. And beautiful flags, Coach. And again,
They sure are.
these kids work so hard throughout the season. And again, we're going to do one more test on our commercials here. Let's see if we can get a commercial in for you. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
The Calallen Touchdown Booster Club would like to 2025-2026 Golden Boosters. Nolan's Original Poor Boys. B. Ad. Mike Shaw Toyota. Ralph Hull Drilling. AOC Auto Parts. Angelica Hernandez Law Firm. J.E. Construction. Railroad Seafood and Brewery. Chick-fil-A. Mike Pusley, Ulysses County Commissioner, Precinct 1. Your Welcome Dental. First Class Towing. Orthopedic Center of Corpus Christi. Jersey Mike's. Mr. Roy's Fireworks. Meyer Service Company. Judge Todd Robinson, Ulysses County Court at Law 1. Mattress Firm. Jerry Baytech and Family. Clayburg Bank. Integrity Storage and Jack Taylor Insurance. Paul York Automotive. Cameron Commercial and Industrial. Atlas Tubular. Adora Engineering. SB Factoring LLC. The Calallen Wildcat Booster Club thanks all our sponsors. Go Cats Go!
Again, I want to thank everybody for being with us on a Thursday night. We'll get the audio sorted out. Not sure what we got going on, but we are having some issues on the Cat's Eye radio side, I understand. So we'll try to make those adjustments not only now, but throughout the before the broadcast next week, as it's not coming through. Again, hard to explain what's going on there, but we'll do what we can to make it work. But for tonight, again, just a few technical issues on the feed. I've been told it's on the only on the Cat's Eye radio side. So again, we apologize, but we do have some wonderful sponsors tonight who are helping us out. We thank all our sponsors for being with us on a Friday night or Thursday night edition. Again, I apologize. It's hard to get used to this Thursday night game, Coach, but
It sure is.
you know, we've seen a great matchup tonight between these two teams. 14-13 is our score right now. Carroll just was able to execute on their extra points. Ian Pettis came up a little short on his attempt as we trail by 1 point here on a Thursday night for this Wildcat team. And Coach, really, the Wildcats in the first half, or first quarter, should I say, were able to go downfield. 2 plays took them to get into the end zone, capped off by a 25-yard touchdown run by Rodriguez. With 8:03 left to go in the first quarter, Wildcats took a 7-0 lead. On the ensuing kickoff, the Tigers got the ball on the 35-yard line, marched it downfield, connected on an 8-yard touchdown pass on the slant pattern from number 15, Bazan, to number 17, McChester. Extra point was good. Ball game tied at 7 apiece. Wildcats got the ball, head to punt. Tigers got the ball, head to punt, went back and forth until finally the Tigers got the ball with 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. They were able to connect on a little screen pass, 68-yard touchdown pass. This time it was number 7, Netherland, to number 29, Ariano. Extra point was good. Carroll Tigers took the lead 14-7. Wildcats take the ensuing kickoff with 12 minutes left to go in the second quarter before half. They march it downfield, take almost 7 minutes off the clock, 7 minutes and 7 seconds. With 4:53, it's a 7-yard touchdown pass from Klosterman to Gomez. Extra point was no good. Game as we go into half, 14-13, Calallen trailing the Carroll Tigers. And Coach, really, that pass, I really think it went off the hands of a defender and the concentration by Gomez. We tried to look for the replay. We weren't able to see it, but either way, great concentration by Gomez to come up with that catch. And we stand now 14-13.
It sure was, yeah.
At
He threw it
halftime.
into traffic, and, being a senior that Gomez is, the concentration that he has getting the ball, whether it's tipped or not, that was a great play by senior wide receiver Drayson Gomez.
Calallen band on the field. Thursday night edition. We're going to take a little break. We'll let Coach Ashburn take a break. We'll get us some water, but we'll be back. We'll give you an update here shortly. There's 17 minutes left to go here at the half. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wildcat Nation, stand up. It's Wildcat time. As always, go Pats!
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Chick-fil-A in Calallen, located at 13701 Northwest Boulevard. Stop by and visit the friendly folks at Chick-fil-A for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine in, take out, or simply drive on through. Give Chick-fil-A a call at 361-387-0000. Chick-fil-A, proudly sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Let's go Wildcats!
Tonight's scoreboard brought to you by Extreme Nitrogen LLC. Give Extreme Nitrogen a call for all your nitrogen services at 361-844-9800. Let's go Wildcats!
The Calallen Touchdown Booster Club would like to thank its 2025-2026 Golden Boosters. Nolan's Original Poor Boys, B-Ad, Mike Shaw Toyota, Ralph Hull Drilling, AOC Auto Parts, Angelica Hernandez Law Firm, J.E. Construction.
Tigerette line officers are Colonel Isabella Cardona, Major Kayla Martinez, Captain Charlotte Maldonado, Cecilia and Ashley Aderondo. Social officers are President Celeste Garza and Vice President Aubrey Rosales. Dancer of the Week is Julia Trevino. Tigress of the Week is Madison Correa. Tigress Director is Taylor Green. The Tigress will now perform a jazz routine to
The Calallen Wildcat Booster Club thanks all our sponsors. Go Cats Go!
Tonight's scoreboard brought to you by Extreme Nitrogen LLC. Give Extreme Nitrogen a call. Your nitrogen services at 361
Chief Buster. Tonight's the Tiger Band will perform a selection from the 2025 UIL Marching Show titled Timeless.
You are the only participant to the conference. The recording has started. All participants are muted.
All right, welcome back. As the halftime show has come to an end, we apologize again. Just trying to make some connections here, Coach Ashburn. I think we may have some stats. I heard you talking with Coach Russell. See what we got here.
We sure do. Connor Klosterman was 8 for 16 for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. That touchdown was to Drayson Gomez. Drayson, 4 receptions for 27 yards and a touchdown. Reese Rusher, still the leading receiver, 3 receptions, 54 yards. And leading rusher for the Calallen Wildcats, Ricky Rodriguez, 74 yards on 11 attempts and 1 touchdown.
Well, some numbers coming in, so it's some good numbers. Nothing bad about that, so we'll take them.
Oh, for sure. Cats running through the banner. Here comes Carroll out of their blow-up Carroll helmet to our left on your radio dial.
I'm going to try one more commercial. Let's see if we got this. I think I'm getting some feedback. All right, let's see what we got here. Try this out, see what we got. Let's see if we can make this work. All right, Coach, I think we got it. So thank you so much, everybody, for their feedback. As we were just informed that I think we got finally got something working. Now, again, we got a new mixer, we got a new board, we got new wires, new connections, and just a whole new kind of a production team, Coach. So we're still trying to work out the kinks, but I think we may have something. We may be on to something here for this game here. But again, thank you, everybody, for being with us on a Thursday night. As Wildcats taking on the Carroll Tigers. Wildcats won the toss to start the game. They deferred to the second half, so they will receive. We'll just have to wait to see what side the Tigers want to defend. So
here we go.
They're going to defend the east end zone to our right-hand side. Wildcats will receive to the end zone to our left. So that is to the Leopard side of the stadium. Scoreboard side is the side the Carroll Tigers will defend. Again, thank you for being with us on a Thursday night. I want to thank our fans for helping us out with the feedback. I want to say hello to the folks. I want to say hello to Sarah up in Hondo tuning in. I also want to say hello to the folks. Your sister tuning in tonight, Coach?
She's not tonight.
Not
she asked
tonight.
if we had a video feed. I said we're not because of UIL. But she was curious tonight, and she did say it's nice to have a home game so close to home.
There you go. We are underway to start the third quarter. Deep kick. This one's going to go through the back of the end zone. And we are underway here to start the third quarter. Wildcat offense will come back on the field. I want to thank our folks for following us on Twitter. Updates coming in from Miss Cindy Powell. Thanks for being with us and helping us out, Cindy, on a Thursday night edition. Wildcats trailing 14-13 at the half. Also want to say hello to the folks over at the Castaneda compound. Alex, Christy, Molly, Maria, Ray, thanks for being with us on a Thursday night as well. Shotgun formation for Klosterman. The Wildcats will start the drive on the 25, and met immediately in the backfield was Rodriguez. Not much room there at all.
Not much room there at all. Not at all. Loss of 3 on the play. Actually, my sister did say she is listening in. So she wanted me to let her know.
right.
Listening in San Angelo, Texas.
Welcome to the show. Hope we got providing a quality feed. That's what we're trying to do here. As again, we try to get the kinks worked out.
Yes, we're also in preseason.
Yeah, we're in preseason mode ourselves. Shotgun formation. We're going to call it 2nd down and 13. Klosterman, quarterback keeper, going to take it up the middle. Klosterman across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Nice run there for Klosterman.
Very good read by Klosterman on that. They went for the running back, and Klosterman pulls it, picks up, I want to say 11 yards, brings it to 3rd down and very manageable, 2 yards.
It's going to be 3rd down and short. I'll look at the fans in front of us. Kind of a thin crowd tonight. A lot of folks got to work tomorrow. Round out their work week. Wildcat fans across the field from us, maroon and white. Carroll Tigers right in front of us. Handoff, left side. Wildcats will have it up for the 1st down. Big gaping hole on the left side. Is that Rodriguez, number 24, I believe, is who had the carry.
Sure was. Ricky Rodriguez with the carry. Out lead blocking ahead of him, fullback, number 22, Larry Sines. You know, the limited fans that are here tonight, I bet they're taking advantage of it being telecast on Channel 6 News, Channel 6 Sports. But nothing like a live football game.
1st down and 10. Wildcats take the handoff. Rodriguez, again, looking for some room on the left side. Defense for the Tigers. Making the stop, maybe a yard gain to the 40-yard line. Not much room there for Rodriguez.
Carroll did a pretty good job right there of clogging up the hole. Very minimal game. 1 yard. Klosterman looks to the sideline, gets the play. Jimmy tipped it in for Rodriguez at running back.
You know, that color scheme that the Carroll Tigers have, Coach, has always been one of my favorites. Yeah, kind of a dark blue with the baby blue. Klosterman looking for the far sideline, has his receiver.
Drayson Gomez.
And it is number 5, Drayson Gomez. Picks up a nice gain, about 2 yards short of the 1st down.
I've always liked their colors too. I remember when I was playing in high school, they were more light blue. But I like the contrast of the dark blue and the powder blue.
Yeah, very nice color scheme.
Yes.
Not sure about the orange shoes though. They don't go very well.
Yeah,
with
I'm not sure about that either.
Orange gloves and orange shoes by one of the defenders out on the field. 3rd down and short. Klosterman turns around. He's going to hand it off to, looks like Tipton. And Tipton lunging forward to about the 49-yard line, but it's going to be close to the 1st down. I believe he's got it.
Referees on the far side signal 1st down. Calallen Wildcats.
Wildcats trailing by 1 point. Opening drive of the 3rd quarter. 9 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Klosterman. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to the left. Takes a snap. Hands it off. Rodriguez has a couple of blockers in front of him. Has a 50. Cuts it upfield. And he's going to pick up a nice gain of about 10 yards on the play. And that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Looks like Coach Reeve saw what he saw on defense, and now he's running a little option here. Not so much an option, more of a read option, I guess. Nice running by Ricky. Again, Larry Sines, props to our fullback out in front blocking. Also, our wide receivers on that side. Another 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 Wildcats in Carroll Tiger territory.
So the Wildcats are focusing on the running game coming here out in the 3rd quarter, trying to
establish the ground game.
I'm about to say, establish that line of scrimmage. Again, handoff Tipton right up the middle. He's going to get just inside the 35, so a nice 6-yard gain. And again, looking at Tipton, that didn't look like much, but now you look, as you look at the chains, he picked up a nice 6 yards there.
Sure did. Didn't seem like 6. Okay, Tipton out now. Frank Urrutia, number 4, in for the Wildcats.
Ooh. Nice fake there. Ooh.
Wow.
Double ooh.
A lot of oohs on that play.
First, it was the fake handoff to Tipton. He was hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Klosterman did the nice job of the fake, dumped it off to his wide receiver, Rusher, off the hands of Rusher, right into the hands of the defender. but unable to hold on to it, drops incomplete.
Yes, thankfully off the cornerback's hands as well, because he had a lot of daylight in front of him. That being said, 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats on the Tiger 34-yard line.
And Coach, again, this is really a 2-down territory. If you don't pick it up on 3rd, you look for the Wildcats to go for it on 4th down. Klosterman, quick dump off in the flat, connected with number 6 rusher, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be enough for the 1st down. Nice defensive play there by the corner for the Carroll Tigers, coming up to make that hit and knocking rusher out of bounds.
Sure did. Referee stops the clock momentarily while they reset the chains. That's a real veteran play by Reese Rusher, the senior wide receiver, by getting exactly the yards he needs. Sometimes we've seen in all levels, pros, college, and high school, they'll need 10 yards and they run a 9-yard out. Great play by Rusher.
1st down and 10. Handoff, Rodriguez, left side, Rodriguez tackled. Got a handful of jersey, enough to bring him down. You don't see that very often.
Not at all. Ricky's a tough runner. Got him on that play.
Give him about 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7.
It's tight end out. Here comes Carson Klosterman, number 13, checks into the game. 3rd wide receiver.
Gomez, Klosterman split wide to the near side. Rusher split wide up top. Signs along with Rodriguez in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Rodriguez right up the middle. Ball comes out. They're going to say he was down, I hope.
There's no signal by.
No, they're going to spot it at the 20-yard line. That was close, Coach. I was looking at it through the binoculars, and that was real close to being a fumble. 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1. You notice when Ricky gets the ball, he does a whole lot of north-south running. He gets the ball and goes straight forward. In for the game now, you got Ricky Rodriguez. You got Larry Sines at fullback, 3rd and 1.
Klosterman, quarterback keeper. Klosterman on the left side, needed 1, picks up about 4 on the play to about the 16-yard line. That'll be enough to move the chains. And, Coach, again, you only saw that 1 pass to a rusher to pick up that 1st down. Other than that, it's been the rushing attack for this Wildcat offense.
It sure has been. It's effective. And you said before the game, Coach Reeve was talking about how the run game sets up the pass game. You need to establish the ground game before you can start passing. And it's definitely a great drive so far with primarily rushing yards. Klosterman back.
Turns around, hands it off to the running back. Left side, trying to get away from a would-be tackler, but brought down after a short gain. Again, it looks like a short game, Coach, but it's 5 yards.
It sure does.
It didn't look like much, but give credit to the running back picking up a nice 5-yard gain.
Yes, the way Rodriguez runs, he's always running forward. Even if he's going sideways, he's still going forward. But even, like you said, looks like a short run, but that was a 5-yard gain. We'll take that every play.
Klosterman looks over to the sideline to get the play. Opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Wildcats looking at a 2nd down and 5. Fake it to Rodriguez and trying to connect with a wide receiver on the right side. Incomplete. Now you're looking at 3rd down and 5 again. So you really, again, 2 downs to pick up 5 yards is what's needed. And surprised that they went to the pass there. They've been running the ball so well here on this drive.
Yes, I guess if that's the time you want to pass, you want to pass. So fullback's out, and Carson Klosterman back in, top of the screen.
Running back Rodriguez to the right of Klosterman. Takes a handoff to the right side. Rodriguez lunging forward just inside the 10-yard line. Short gain on the play, and tough call here for Coach Reeve. You bring in your kicker to take the lead, but really had this drive going, and stop there was a big stop by the Carroll Tiger defense. It's going to bring up 4th down, and Coach, we're going to call it a long 4 for the 1st down.
Ball on the Carroll, about 10-yard line.
Yard to gain, we'll call the 6. Klosterman waits for the snap. Hands it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a hole. Right side goes in untouched.
Outstanding call. Rodriguez goes in untouched right behind the blocks of of Nupp and Rodriguez there on the right side. Good job. Great job.
13-yard touchdown run. Untouched. And Wildcats are going to line up for an extra point. I figured they might go for 2 here, but they bring in Ian Pettis. Pettis, low snap. That one off the carpet. Able to pick it up off the ground, and he's going to get it through the uprights. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Wildcats take the lead 20-14 over the Carroll Tigers. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
Remember to stay hydrated. Corpus Christi water is proud to provide clean water.
ProTech Mechanical proudly supports our local schools and student athletes. We're part of the community, backing teachers, teams, and tomorrow's champions. ProTech Mechanical, proudly local.
All right, welcome back as we come back with the lead after the 13-yard touchdown run by the running back, number 24, Rodriguez, and the Wildcats reclaim the lead. Coach, that's the first time they've led since early in the first quarter.
It sure is. That was a great drive, great opening second half drive, and it took 8 minutes off the clock.
Sure did. Short kick by Ian Pettis, going to be fielded at the 20. Coming forward is a return man, only to about the 25-yard line. 4 minutes and 11 seconds, and the Carroll Tigers, and Coach, they haven't, this offense has been sitting on the sideline for quite some time. It came out of this, halftime, warmed up a little bit, but they've been watching the Wildcat offense. They'll pretty much take 8 minutes off the clock.
Exactly. It's real time. It's been about 45 minutes since their offense have been on the field. Starting at their own 26-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Carroll Tigers. Quarterback Bazan's going to turn around and hand it to Garcia. Garcia has the left side, lunges forward, pushed out of bounds finally by Drayson Gomez at about the 44-yard line. But, Coach, almost a 20-yard run to start the drive here for Garcia.
Yeah, if there's any rust on him, but it got shook off on that play. Nice pick up to the 44-yard line.
Bazan brings the offense back onto the field. Garcia's in the backfield. Wide receivers, Adiano, Swanson, McChester, and Cantu. Turns around again, hands it to Garcia. Garcia this time, not much there. Drayson Gomez came up from the secondary to make the hit, along with number 27 for the Wildcats. That's Justin Atkinson, the linebacker, making the tackle there for the Wildcats.
A nice play. Nice, great tackle by Gomez, getting up there to the line of scrimmage, reading it out, and stopping to no gain.
Clock rolling, 3 minutes, 17 seconds. First drive of the second half for the Carroll Tigers. Bazan looking, trying to dump it off, has a man open, and it's going to be caught. Nice pass play there. I believe that's Adiano on the reception, and he's going to get to about the 30-yard line.
Bazan dropped that ball in right between the corner and the safety. That's a nice pass. Hurry up offense for the Carroll Tigers.
Ball at the 30. Handoff, Garcia. Hit in the backfield. Maybe losing a couple of yards on the play.
Alec Pettis, number 45, in the backfield to meet him for a loss of 2.
Thursday night football, Buck Stadium. Wildcats reclaim the lead 20-14 on the 13-yard touchdown run by number 24, Ricardo Rodriguez. You had the numbers there at halftime, but Ricky's had a nice game tonight.
Sure has.
Pass play to number 17. I believe that's McChester.
Yeah, Ricky's over 100 yards for the game.
About a 5-yard gain for the wide receiver, number 17, McChester. We'll bring up third down. We'll call it 8 to go.
Hey, Rodriguez, over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
So a good first half. Continuing that on that last drive. Again, pretty much dominated by the running game for the Wildcats.
Sure was.
Third down coming up. Bazan looking, trying to go across the middle of the field. This one broke up. Number 6, Rusher on the coverage of Swanson. That was a nice pass from Bazan to Swanson, but Rusher able to get his hand on it, knock it down.
Brings about 4th and long for Carroll. And again, once again, they're at that same spot where it's too far to kick and not far enough to punt. Punters haven't been on the field at all this
Not
game.
much.
No.
4th down play coming up. Trips up top, single wide out to the near side. Bazan looking to the near sideline. This one's going to be broken up. Number 5, Drayson Gomez on the coverage.
Nice play by
Incomplete.
Gomez. Very good play by Drayson Gomez, getting his left hand in there, breaking up that pass. Big play, big turnover on downs for the Wildcats. They're going to take it over on their own 20, looks like about the 27-yard line.
Again, going at McChester. And nice coverage there by Drayson Gomez. Wildcats first down and 10. The coach mentioned at the 28-yard line.
Yes. Callan's first drive in the second half was a great drive. Let's see what they can follow it up with this drive right here.
Coach, this is where you want to kind of make a statement. Take it down the field, establish that run again and start to wear out this defense a little bit.
Yes.
2 wide receivers up to the top. Rodriguez takes a handoff, has a hole. Across the 30, picks up about 3-yard line, or 3 yards on that play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7.
Nice tackle from the safety coming up to make that tackle, but still picked up 4 yards on the play. Yeah, Elijah Cantu stepping up, make that hit.
Second down, 7 right at the 1-minute mark here at Buck Stadium.
Quick third quarter.
Very quick third quarter. Wildcats pretty much have had the ball the majority of the third quarter. Osterman turns around, hands it off again to Rodriguez. Lunging forward for about 4 yards. We'll call it 3rd down and a long 2. Enough time for one more play here in the third quarter. Wind blowing from right to left. It was blowing at 12 miles per hour when the game started, but you can see the flags to our left really kind of whipping.
They sure are. They're straight out. Rodriguez out and Jimmy Tipton in. They're running back.
82 degrees here at Buck Stadium. 3rd down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Klosterman turns around. He's going to hand it off. Tipton on the carry. Tipton lunging forward. Needed 2. Picks up 7.
That's a great cut by Jimmy. Planted that left foot when he saw that hole and got vertical. About an 8-yard gain for another first down. Brings it 3 seconds left. And I think with that,
that's going to take us
to the quarter.
The end of the third quarter. Wildcats 20, Carroll Tigers 14. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this.
Yeah, so what I told me,
Stay hydrated. After the last touchdown, the last count, the last goal, stay hydrated. Before and after events, remember, stay hydrated. Corpus Christi Water. Corpus Christi Water is provided by clean, fresh water for all athletes, students, families, sports fans across the whole city.
All right, welcome back. Klosterman is going to hand it off to the running back, Tipton. And Tipton's going to pick up a nice gain on the left-hand side, and we'll give him about 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Nice pickup for the freshman running back. If you see Jimmy in person, he comes by my room every day. He doesn't look like a freshman.
It's a big boy.
He is a big
I walked
guy.
by him last week, after the game, walking through the crowd, and didn't realize how big of a young man he is.
He sure is. Getting this opportunity to show his talent.
Turns around, hands it off. Tipton again picks up enough for the 1st down. The chains will move. Needed 3, picks up 4. Again, that's what you want to do here, Coach. Just keep pounding that offensive line, establish that line of scrimmage. Again, this defense has been on the field for the majority of the second half.
They sure have. And a quick second half with 11 minutes remaining in the game.
Barely hitting the 9 o'clock hour. So
Yes.
just over 2 hours here from Buck Stadium. Thursday night edition of Calallen Wildcat football. Turns around, hands it to Tipton. Tipton takes on a would-be tackler, and he's going to pick up, again, about 6-7 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 3.
It's a great 1-2 combination. You got Rodriguez, who's, I wouldn't say he's finesse. He's a hard runner, but he's the outside runner, and Tipton just straightforward and run you over.
More of a low center to gravity type runner. He's got those strong legs, keeps him driving. Tipton, both of them, tough runners for sure.
Very.
Klosterman turns around, hands it off again. Tipton trying to go up the right side. Tipton's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 2. Not much room there for the freshman running back.
Not much room on that play right there. He's following some big boys up there. You got Casey Nupp and Jeremiah Rodriguez, both juniors there on the right side, leading the blocking effort right there.
The Wildcats do here. Again, we always talk about it. 2 downs to pick up 2 yards. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Klosterman on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to lose a couple of yards on that play, Coach. Again, trying to maybe catch that defense off guard, but you've had so much success with Rodriguez and Tipton. Defense ready. They were coming across that line of scrimmage and caught Klosterman 2 yards deep.
They sure did. Now backs them up a couple yards. 4th and 4. Offense is going to stay on the field. The 3 receivers in.
Klosterman looking over to the right side. Rodriguez in the backfield. Wildcats need 4 yards. Trying to dump it off to Drayson Gomez, and off the hands of Drayson Gomez. You know, last 2 plays.
Momentum changer right there.
Yeah, I was going to say the last 2 plays, really, you'd been driving the ball with Tipton and Rodriguez down the field. You know, you started the drive at the 28-yard line, and last 2 plays, you go to your quarterback keeper and then a pass play, and Wildcats turn the ball over on downs. 1st down and 10 with 8:55 left to go here in this 4th quarter for the Carroll Tigers.
A late substitute coming in for the Carroll offensive line, number 70. Ball in the 38-yard line.
Hand off to the running back. I believe that's Garcia, and number 7 is coming at quarterback for the Tigers. It's Netherland takes over the offense for the Carroll Tigers.
A very short gain right there. Matthew Teal, number 50, also a sophomore, met him at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward from about a half-yard gain.
Netherland. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. A little bit of confusion. Adiano takes a pitch. Adiano making something out of nothing. Looks like there was some confusion in the backfield. But Adiano takes a pitch, goes to the left side, and he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, this Ariano's a little bit elusive guy. He gets hit first a lot, but he doesn't go down on his first tackle. On his first hit, he gained some, what do you call, yards after contact. Yep. 3rd and 1.
Picked up almost 8 yards on the play. Looked like there was some confusion in the backfield, but was able to kind of pitch it to Adiano, and he makes a nice gain out of it.
Sure did.
Netherland, shotgun formation, turns around, hands it to his running back, has some room, across the 50, down at the 45. Nice run there by the running back for the Carroll Tigers.
Takes about 10 yards, and once he got hit, he still gained about 8 yards on that.
Is that 23? I'm trying to see if that's 23 or 33. I believe that's Morales, 33. In the backfield for the, no, it's 32, Coach. I can't really see that number there.
What do you tell? We'll check it on this play.
Handoff, running back, right side, it's 22.
I thought it was a fumble on the play. I reacted to no fumble.
22 on the carry. That's going to be Sebastian Robles. It's a sophomore running back for the Carroll Tigers, and he picks up about 6 yards on the play, 2nd down and 4.
7 minutes remaining in the game. Wildcats lead by 6.
4 wide receivers. Netherland looking to his right. Trying to dump it off to Swanson, and this one's going to be intercepted.
Reese Rusher on the interception. Great play by Reese. Reese is a big-time ball player.
6:45, I believe that was Rusher, who had one last week as well against Monteverde.
He sure did. And he's a big-time player right there. That's senior leadership. Played that deep, jumped up, grabbed with 2 hands, brings it down. Big turnover for the Wildcats. Senior leadership, Reese Rusher, getting the Wildcats the ball back on their own 20-yard line. 6 minutes, 45 seconds. Calallen up by 6.
Again, Coach, only leading by 6. Got to go downfield and try to make this a 2-score game.
Yes. Big drive for both teams here. Obviously, Carroll wants to put a stop, but Calallen, with a few first downs, the way they've been running the ball, a few first downs at least get us into their territory.
Both teams having 3 timeouts. Handoff, right side, Tipton. A front line for the Tigers. Comes up with a nice play, no gain. 2nd down and 10 for Calallen. Clock rolling, approaching the 6.5-minute mark left to go in this game. Plenty of time for this Wildcat offense. Tigers trying to come up with a stop. Tipton, 3 yards deep behind the quarterback, Klosterman. Takes the handoff. Hit again in the backfield. Nothing there for Tipton.
No. Carroll's defense coming up big right now. 2 plays, no yards. 3rd and 10.
Yep. Knowing they're going to run the ball, they're just really stacking the box, Coach, and just coming up and attacking the line of scrimmage.
They are.
Might be a nice time for a little jet sweep with Drayson Gomez. Wildcats. 3rd down and 10. Snap on the way. Fake to Rodriguez, trying to hit the slant pattern, and it's going to be complete. I believe that's Rusher again. Number 6, Reese Rusher. He's going to be a yard short of the 1st down. Needed 10, picked up 9. Trying to see the Wildcats. Are they going to send out their jumbo set?
They're keeping the offense on the field for
I believe
sure.
they are.
4th and about a yard, not even a yard.
Go in with the tight ends. They're going to overload the line. Try to pick up this yard here. 4th down and 1.
Game-changing play right here.
Tight formation. Klosterman. Under center, trying to draw him off, and he does. Great play by Klosterman, drawing the defense off sides, and that'll continue the drive. The chains will move. 5-yard penalty against the Carroll Tigers.
Great play there. And that's a play that a lot of teams work on. Little motion, get the defense ready to jump, and when they move up there, not used to him being under center. A hard counts, and nothing wrong with that. That's a great play. Well executed by the Wildcats. Get that 1st down.
Great timing.
Yes.
Hadn't seen that all game.
No.
4 minutes, 40 seconds. Quarterback keeper, Klosterman sliding, over the 40 to about the 41-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play. Rodriguez took the fake, and he was hit hard.
He sure was,
4 yards deep in the backfield.
Yeah, that's a great pull by Klosterman because Ricky, he took one for the team on that one. And Klosterman picks up, looks like almost 7.
Yep, they gave him a nice spot.
Sure did.
6-yard pickup, 2nd down, and a short 4. Clock rolling. Approaching the 4-minute mark here, left to go in this game. Been a great matchup between these two teams. Rodriguez takes it, left side, 45, 50, and steps out of bounds. Keep that clock rolling, young man.
We have a flag on the play right in the middle of the line of scrimmage.
This one might be holding against Calallen.
You know where that comes from.
Referee looking at the interior line along with the umpire, so Rodriguez hit the line of scrimmage, was able to bounce it outside. See what the flag is going to be here. Officials talking it over. Personal foul. Chop block against the Wildcats. That's a 15-yarder.
Ouch.
That's going to bring up 2nd. That's a loss of down also. Oh, no, it's not a loss of down.
Not a loss of down, but that
still hurts you. 2nd down, and instead of 3, now you're going to be 2nd down and 18.
Yes. The 15-yard penalty on top of that run, that's about a 25-yard penalty right there. So that backs up the Wildcats to 2nd and, I'm going to say 20.
Shotgun formation. Klosterman, right side. Sliding out across the 30-yard line, and not much room there. It looks like the Tigers now want to take a timeout. They want to talk about it. Coach, it's been a good game so far. Only, that extra point is really what kind of concerns you now, because Carroll's just a touchdown away from tying this game, and an extra point will really put him in the lead.
It will put him again. That's a little bitty mistake. That's a middle mistake. Missed field goals. Some of you practice every day. I watch them practice every day, but said 1 point makes a big difference. Now it's going to have 3rd and 13. Carroll calls timeout to have it more likely to preserve time if they get the ball back. And a big 3rd down play.
First timeout taken by Coach Netherland. Again, both teams come in 2-1. Wildcats dropped their opening game of the season to the Gregory Portland Wildcats. They're 3-0 right now. They're playing some good football. They got a tough matchup, though, tomorrow night. They're taking on the Sitten Pirates.
Yes, it's going to be a nice matchup.
Both teams 3-0. Also, another big game here. I believe it's going to be here at Buck Stadium. Is DeSoto coming into town? I believe that's this week against the Miller Bucks.
That was actually
next week?
Last week.
Oh, that was last week. How did I miss that one?
Yeah, that was not favorable for Miller High School.
I did not see the outcome of that one.
Final score was 77-7. DeSoto.
Oh, gosh. Well, Miller has a young team.
Yes.
And, a credit to Coach Evans, who only way you get better is by playing better competition, and he has not shied away from doing that.
He has not. DeSoto, definitely one of the better teams in the state.
That's only going to make them better as they get ready for district play.
Yes.
Cuero. There you go. Thank you, Coach.
Good matchup there, too.
That will be.
Good powerhouse school there.
Shotgun formation for Klosterman. Klosterman, quarterback keeper, right side. Lunging forward, and he's going to get across the 35 to the 36. And he's going to be short of the 1st down. They're going to rely on their defense here. I believe you're going to see Ian Pettis come in, special teams.
Definitely a punting situation.
Again, you have to be able to execute on this play. I believe that's going to was Swanson, the normal punt returner, but that is going to be Braden Swanson, number 1 at the 31-yard line. Ian Pettis stands at his 22-yard line. Snap on the way. Good snap. Gets a good punt. This one's a low punt, but it's going to take a nice Wildcat roll. Takes a nice bounce. It's going to go out of bounds at the 26-yard line with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in this game. Tigers will take over. 1st down and 10. Wildcat defense needs to come up with a huge stop here. I'll give us time to thank some of our sponsors tonight. How about Nolan's Original Poor Boys? AOC Auto Parts. Mike Pusley, Nueces County Commissioner, Precinct 1. Your Welcome Dental. Mr. Roy's Fireworks. Mattress Firm, Clayburg Bank, and Paul York Automotive, all proud sponsors of Calallen Wildcat football.
Thank them a lot.
First down and 10. Quick pass behind Ariano, comes back and makes a play, and he's going to lose a couple of yards on that play. It's Netherland in the quarterback position.
Josh Norval steps up from, read that pass. Little screen pass, thrown a little bit behind him, threw him off, threw their timing off a little bit. Josh comes up, makes the tackle for about a 2-yard loss.
Swanson lined up to the near side, signaling to his quarterback. 3 wide receivers to the near side, single wide out of top. Backside pressure, trying to set up the screen, and it's set up. But the defense collapsing quickly on the running back, number 22, on the reception. That's Sebastian Robles. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. The 2-minute warning will take us to a timeout. Calallen 20-14 over the Tigers. We'll be back after this. All right, welcome back as we come out of the timeout. 3rd down and 7.
Nope.
Little dump off in the near flat. Running back trying to get away, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Got away from the would-be tackler, and it's going to move the chains for the Carroll Tigers. Wildcat defense unable to hold the Tiger offense, and the drive continues.
Carroll run a little dump screen right there, and read by the Calallen defense, just not executed. Didn't execute on the tackle. 1st down, Carroll.
Ball resting on the 40-yard line. 1:53 left to go in this game. Turn around, they're going to hand it to the running back, number 22, Rosales. He's going to lunge forward, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. Again, only 1 point separates these two teams. Sorry,
just
1 point, one score differential. This one could be picked off. Oh, off the hands of the defender.
Jaden Martinez.
Martinez had it in his hands, unable to hold on to it, and it drops on the carpet. Boy, that was close.
It was very close. That could have been the game ending right there. All right.
There you go. Need the stop. 2 down territory for the Carroll Tigers. Looking over to the sideline. Play clock down to 19. Clock stops after the incomplete. 1:27. Here we go. 3rd down play. Rosales in the backfield. Netherland looking. Trying to go across the middle. Led his wide receiver just too much. And a flag coming over from the line judge.
Can't throw that. That was away from the ball.
The line judge throwing the flag
after the play.
After the play, he got an earful from the sideline, I can guarantee, but that's not a call that line judge normally makes.
After the ball even hit the turf, then the flag was thrown. We're going to go holding on Calallen.
That call normally coming from the back judge, but it was sold by the coaching staff to the line judge right in front of him, and that's going to be enough to move the chains. And the drive continues with 1:22. Tigers have to score a touchdown to tie this game. Extra point gives them the win.
A fresh set of downs.
Rosales shifts over to the right side. Netherland, number 7, playing the majority of this second half. Going to dump it off to Swanson. Breaks the tackle. Swanson on the right side across the 30. Nice tackle there. Open field tackle by the Wildcat defender. I believe that was number 27, Justin Atkinson. Looked like they were going to have him for a loss, but he was able to bust through the line of scrimmage and makes a nice gain. That was a great play there by Swanson, but defense just unable to bring him down, Coach.
Sure was. That was turned into a hive of Wildcats. But receiver kept going and picks up, another first down. Injury timeout right now. Minute 16 left.
Give us time to thank a couple of our sponsors for tonight. How about SB Factory and LLC, Adura Engineering, Atlas Tubular, Integrity Storage and Jack Taylor Insurance, Judge Todd Robinson, Oasis County Court at Law number 1, Meyer Service Company. How about Jersey Mike's, the Orthopedic Center of Corpus Christi, Your Welcome Dental, Railroad Seafood and Brewery, JE Construction, along with AOC Auto Parts, Rat Hole Drilling, Mike Shaw Toyota. How about BAD? All proud sponsors of tonight's broadcast. Also want to thank the folks over at Chick-fil-A sponsoring tonight's broadcast right there on 624. Go on by, visit the friendly folks.
Wildcat player gets up, walks off on his own. That's always a good sign.
Tigers inside the 30, ball at the 27. Handoff, 22, Rosales. Right up the middle, he's got some room. Breaking tackle, still on his feet. And Rosales is going to take it into the end zone with 107. All right, welcome back as we wrap things up here from Buck Stadium. 85 years, 1940 to 2025. And what a matchup it was tonight between the Calallen Wildcats and the Carroll Tigers. The Carroll Tigers will drop to 2-2. The Calallen Wildcats will improve to 3-1. And Coach, it was a matchup that you expected a good game tonight. And boy, for a Thursday night game kicking off the week here from Buck Stadium, it was a great matchup between these two teams.
It sure was, and we knew that was going to be exactly this type of game. It was back and forth literally the entire game. It was back and forth, and thankfully the Cats came up with a big play when they needed it, pull out the victory.
Next week, the Wildcats will take on Rockport Fulton. It'll be a home game. The Pirates coming to town, Coach Sosa. It'll be the band and Top Cats Parents Night. Always something going on there at Wildcat Field.
Always.
But again, we want to thank everybody for being with us. I want to thank Mr. Raines and the student body for doing our Calallen TV audio tonight. I want to thank Coach Ashburn to my left, color commentator again. Again, still trying to get everything going, Coach, but we're doing it. I really appreciate the job you're doing for us. And Coach Russell behind us doing the stats as well. Cindy Hellige doing our Twitter feed. But again, just a great show tonight. Great game. If we can get the show to match the game, we'll be doing a great job. So,
great.
Coach, just again, I want to thank you for Mike Guerrero, Mr. Raines, Mr. Ashburn, Rich DeLeon, and Cindy Hellige Powell. It's been a great night for the student body on Calallen TV. Thank you for what you do. Good night. God bless. The final from Buck Stadium, Calallen 26, Carroll Tigers 21.